People don't rest. I'm so proud of them. Okay, thank you, Esteban. Dang, I look buff in this picture though. That's what I'm talking about. Jester messaged me the other.
I should probably mute myself. Okay. We are here with our final six.
No one told me
Tribal Council has started, which AK Slater should shut up.
It's not 9:15 yet.
No,
It was 9:10. Pay attention, Slater.
Yeah.
I was expecting Grace to be late.
All right. Well, we are here with our final six, as I said like 5 times already. We had Veronica, you won immunity with our classic memory challenge here. Not gonna lie, you didn't knock it out of the y'all didn't knock it out of the park collectively, but you survived as long as you did, which is all you need to do in this game. So
Yep.
Veronica, when it comes to this final final six challenge and winning this, you've won a couple already. Are you worried kind of like on threat level, knowing like there's only a few more challenges left here?
I mean, definitely, obviously, winning immunity puts a target on your back, anybody's back. But I feel like we're all good at different things. So,
Okay. Okay.
Not just me.
Yeah. Grace. Actually, now I'm gonna go to Jay for this one because Jay, it seemed like you were actually kind of celebrating a little bit. Your tribe was very unified, finally for the first time, and you voted out Ashley 7-0. At some point now, like there's so little of you left. Like, do you expect more unity votes tonight, or is this the point where you have to kind of make a side and make some decisions on who you're going to stand with?
At the end portion of the game, it's basically you have to to pick a side of who you want to go with. If I'm going to repeat the answer again. Okay. At this end portion of the game, you have to pick who you want to align with at the end game, because whoever gets voted out tonight, I feel like it's going to determine the end game portion. And
yeah, Grace, I think Jay makes a very good point. Like, we are at this point where every move impacts the next round, which impacts the next round. And Survivor is all about creating a scenario where it's you at the end that are outlasting your opponent. So what are you thinking about as far as what you need to do to ensure the dominoes fall in the right direction?
I'm just hoping that I can trust the people that I've talked to. I'm a little nervous, if I'm being honest. Just like listening to Jay's answer made me a little nervous. But hopefully I can trust the people that I've spoken to and that I am on the right side of the votes.
Okay. Danny, have you found your people that you're tonight?
I don't know. It's final six, so it's always nerve-wracking, but I think I trust the people that I have faith in. So yeah, I think so.
Kat, question. Do you thank you, Danny. Do you feel like you found the people that you're gonna put your trust in?
It's Survivor. You hope you can trust people with every bit of your being.
So I do trust some people, but like it's hard. That's a hard question for me because, when you're playing these games, it's like you just never know. And in the game of Survivor, you just never know.
Mhm. I think it's a valid point, and I have to bring back to our infamous season 2, and I'm gonna go to you, Melissa, for this next question. There was a season where every tribal council, everything, all they would just talk about is trust, and yeah, I just trust my allies, and there were blindside after blindside after blindside. Do you know what that led to? A very bitter ass jury. And so I guess I got two types of questions, Melissa. One, I feel like you've had people that you've trusted this game and maybe lost that trust at some point. You can confirm or deny that. But are you worried about, like, if everyone's talking about trust and everyone's worried about, like, if there's a blind side tonight, are you worried about that person who gets voted out and is put on a jury might be bitter towards you in the end?
I'm sorry, did you ask, do I think the jury is bitter at me?
Not in general, like when you are preaching trust, like I trust this person, and then all of a sudden you find it's your torch getting snuffed. uh in the past I've seen those are some of the most bitterest jurors. So when you think, yeah.
So for me, when it comes to when I'm in the jury, like there's many different kinds of gameplay. I can respect a good snake game if it's owned when it comes down to that final tribal council. So now I'm not saying Snake Man, you'll get my vote, but I mean, I'm not a bitter juror. I never have been and I never will be. Like if you played the better game, even if you took me out, like I will vote for you. As far as trust, it took me a while to find my footing in this game and people that I could trust, but I think I finally have done that.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Close enough.
You think I did?
Sometimes I just go on long-winded tangents that end up resulting in a question, and yeah, no, you did. Tony Slater Baldo, any questions?
Yeah, Veronica, how do you feel about the jury? Do you think that they have a potential to be a better juror just based on your relationships in the past and the people that that you played with that got blindsided that are, sitting there now? Do you think they have the potential to be better jurors, or do you think that they'll really respect different gameplay?
I don't know. I feel like everybody has their own opinion, right? But if it was me, like I would just be like whoever played the better game. Like it's Survivor, so I mean, people are gonna leave, and it's just how the game works. So for me, I wouldn't be bitter. I would, vote who I thought had the better game. I've never watched a tribal council on an org before, so like I don't really know much, but I just feel like I would vote for whoever played the best game. But that's just me.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I answered your question.
Okay.
But I hope
Danny, do you agree with that?
I do 100%. I am the same way. I look at the gameplay from the very beginning on. I've never been a bitter jury. No, it's all about gameplay, and I respect that. So it is a game after all, and we're all here playing. So there's no reason to have those kind of thoughts against somebody.
Good.
Anyone else? All right. Well, Slater, do you have anything? I cannot hear you.
His lips are moving, but no words.
Lips are moving. He is.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
go.
Okay. So there is better juries, but there's also just the idea of jury management. Like, when was the correct time to start jury management, Danny?
think it's time to start once the merge started. Actually, you have to be thinking about jury management and the people who's going to the jury. You have to work together, and I don't know. It's always in your thoughts. First part of the game, you're just playing and going through the motions. But jury management really comes into effect, I think, when the merge happens.
Grace, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'd say when the merge happens, I mean, obviously, I mean, you want to start right away having good relationships with everybody, but it's not necessarily jury management right away, but it helps. So
You all feeling comfortable?
I feel like Veronica should, but you know. All right.
For tonight.
For tonight, that's true. So anyone else have anything they'd like to say or play? All right, it is time to vote. Please put your parchments in your host chat. If you already voted, please bump it so we can see it, and we will count the votes. All right, I have the votes. Tonight is the final night that idols can be played. So if anyone has an idol that they would like to play, now's the time to do so.
I do.
Okay. Will you drop that in the tribe chat, please? And you obviously can't play it for yourself, so who are you playing your idol on?
I am gonna play it for Danny.
All right. Get that taken care of in a second.
I don't know.
Otherwise, I can bump it. I can confirm that you do have a hidden immunity idol. Any votes casted for Danny will not count. I will read the votes. First vote is Danny, does not count. Second vote, Danny, does not count. Danny, does not count. Danny, does not count. Grace. The next person voted out, a Survivor Primetime, and the sixth member of our jury, Grace. Grace, the tribe has spoken.
good game, everybody.
Grace, thank you so much for playing. We really enjoyed having you this season. I look forward to talking with you a little bit in our exit interview. I'll put you in the waiting room now. All right, everyone else, congrats, Final Five. You have made it to finale week. Okay, we end next week. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night.